I'm a pro FC24 player and I'm going to give you a few of the best basic skill moves that you need to learn, along with a few additional techniques to use them like a pro in FC24. First skill move that you need to learn is so easy but so versatile. It's the simple ball roll that all pro players use on FC24. To perform this, push the right analog stick to the right or left of your player, and you'll simply roll the ball across in that direction. This is so useful to slightly alter the position of the ball when attacking. Pro players use this a lot before performing another animation. If you have a defender in front of you blocking a lane to a pass, you can do a ball roll to shift the angle and open up the lane to allow you to make the pass. If you're in the box so many times, you'll shoot and the defender will make an easy block. Instead, do a ball roll just before you shoot to shift the ball away from the defender, creating an open line for a shot. It even works when you're one-on-one with the keeper. If you're far enough away from the keeper, you can ball roll to one side. This will shift the position of the ball, giving you a better shooting angle. Or if the keeper is down at your feet, you can ball roll them, leaving you an easy tap in. Secondly, we've got the Stepover. This skill is so simple, but it can give you a massive pace boost when dribbling. To perform a standard Stepover, rotate your right analog stick 45 degrees from the way you're facing, either up or down. Then, hold R2 and your player will get a speed boost out of the skill. The reason this is so effective is because you can exit in any direction by pointing your left analog stick anywhere you'd like to leave after the skill. Push the left analog stick forward and you'll speed boost straight. Push the left analog stick at a slight angle and you'll speed boost left or right. You can even push the left analog stick backwards to turn back on yourself. It works best in game when you're facing a defender to speed boost to the side of them, or you're in a position between two defenders and you want to burst through the middle of them, but can also work really well to turn back on yourself to keep the ball or exploit space behind. This third skill is so good because it can be used in so many different ways. You may think it's complicated, but the Croquetta is so easy to do. To perform it, hold L1 while you push your right analog stick to the right or the left of the player. This will perform an animation like this. Now, this is useful on its own, but there's a few ways pros use it to make it so much better. The first is called a Croquetta pass. This is where you press X during the skill move, which will stop the skill move halfway and make your player perform a pass. This is so effective because it quickly shifts the position of the ball before you pass, which is really useful to avoid a defender that may be blocking the passing lane. Secondly, the Croquetta shot. This is where you press circle during the skill move, which will stop the skill move halfway and take a shot. This works exactly the same as the pass, shifting the ball quickly before you take the shot, which can be so effective inside the box to quickly shift the ball past the defender and take an unblockable shot. There's also a couple other techniques that pros use. These aren't skill moves, but they're ways to make skills much better. The first is cancelling. This is a way to stop any animation before it's even complete. To cancel something, all you do is press L2 and R2 at the exact same time. Now, the key to this is that you press both those buttons halfway through the animation. This even works during a pass. If you power up a pass with X and then press L2 and R2, it will stop the pass. How many times do you make a pass and as soon as it leaves your player's foot, you realize it's going into the opposition's hands? Well, if this happens, quickly press L2 and R2 to stop the pass before it even happens. It also works during a shot. Power up a shot holding circle and press L2 and R2 to cancel the shot completely. This can be so useful to bait a block your opponent might stop and take a touch into the space. You can even use this technique to get around the keeper. Simply power up the shot and as soon as the keeper dives at your feet, take a touch around them for an easy tap in. There's also one skill move that is so much better when you cancel it halfway through, and that is the McGeady spin. To do the standard McGeady spin, simply flick your right analog stick up and then left or right. This will perform the standard animation, which is usually pretty slow and quite easy to read. But if you cancel it halfway through, you can turn it into a much quicker and more effective skill move. Halfway through the skill, press L2 and R2. And push your left analog stick in whichever direction you want the skill move to exit. You can go anywhere with this, but the best way to use it is pushing your left analog stick behind the player. This will give you a much quicker version of the drag back, which is really effective in and around the box when you need to turn back quickly and exploit any space behind your player. Lastly, a really powerful move that pro players use to enhance the skill moves is stopping before performing the skill. It's obviously important not to be sprinting while you perform a skill move, as this gives you a higher chance of successfully performing the skill move. But there's a few ways you can physically stop your player before he completes the move. The first is a fake shot stop. To do this, perform a fake shot by pressing square and X or circle and X. But as you perform the fake shot, take your finger off your analog stick and your player will completely stop still. This is extremely useful when you're sprinting and you like your player to stop quickly. It works great if you're running down the wing with a defender chasing you and you want to stop quickly, leaving the defender running past you. The second way to stop a player is the L1 stop. This is so simple. all you do is press L1 while you're dribbling. Then your player will put his foot on top of the ball and stop still. This works best when you're jogging or dribbling and want to stop the ball abruptly. Pro players use this a lot around the box to square up with a defender and use a skill move straight after to beat them. It stops the defender and gives you time to use a skill move to get past them. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, as we'll be giving you loads more pro tips and tricks for EAFC 24, including this video on 3 incredible tips to improve your defending. Go and check it out.